Headphone warning. I warned you. So welcome back to Dance on the Water, Rewinding Disabled. So for this first part, it's basically just a little chase sequence with the revs there. You gotta go back and forth and hit these switches. I have a little bit of a strat to it that is fairly consistent. Just you gotta memorize which switches to hit when. Of course, dodge the rev missiles there. Luckily, they can't come up and get you, which is nice. Nice 70 damage there. And then once you're done with that, we got this platforming here. So the thing about this platforming, I could just go slow, right? Nope. The revenants can still see you and still hit you. So you gotta take this quick. I took this like way quicker than I really needed to. Like I only pause at like 3 points. I'm pretty sure everyone else who has demoed this pauses at like 5 points. But yeah, I also got pretty consistent at that when I memorized where to pause. And now for the actual fight. So grabbing this BFG, the cybers can just so easily it almost happened here because the Cyberdemon almost just stood on top, but they can easily just destroy you if they if you don't dodge, if you just, I don't know. It's easy to die there though. I took like 5 deaths there, probably. And then the actual fight is even harder. So I do 2 circles around, not U-shapes around the Cacos. Want to point that out. 2 circles, and then 2 U-shapes. So going through there, you don't really need to use a BFG shot. The revs are all spread out there. Sometimes the revs can clump together a little. Didn't happen this time, but I just used a BFG shot to be safe. So this map is meant to be BFG spam, I promise. You can, but I don't really use a whole lot of cells for this first part of the map. And then I go in and I push through the revs. I don't grab that Megasphere. Want to point that out. I'm just pressing the switches along the way, by the way, because that will open up the exit and a few more cells at the end of the map. And then push your way out. You gotta push through all those revs with just that 1 mega, which is pretty difficult, but it's pretty easy. It's easy. It's manageable for sure. And then just a bunch of U-shapes around. The big enemy when doing these U-shapes are infighting rockets, so it might actually be worth it to kill the cybers as soon as you can. I didn't because I kind of wanted to go for a time. Inferno's run was 710. This is 654. So I just kept them alive for some infighting, dodge the infighting rockets, no big deal. But also, you want to keep in mind of the rev ball. That is probably the big enemy that I have encountered in this map. Now, going back through, hitting that switch just for time's sake, I grab that mega now. I don't care what health I'm at, I grab that mega, because then it was kind of unfortunate because typically there's like a huge group of revs when you try to push out, but it didn't happen this time and I managed to reality it. Which actually, I don't know why I said unfortunately, that's really nice. But yeah, that's what I used that Megasphere for, and this Cyber I just wanted to get rid of because I was worried I was going to get hit by rockets. I had not made it to this point in the demo. This was my first time ever making it this far into this fight. But now, it's basically cleanup. So just BFG spam to your heart's content. And you may have noticed, you get no backpack in this map. So your cells are capped at 300. So, just BFG spam, U-shape around, manipulate the enemies. And there's a bunch of cells on these cliffs. That Pinky was blocking me. I was worried I was going to get hit by a rev ball there. And what I do, basically, I gotta pause. This is a bit too fast-paced. If there aren't Pinkies on this left side, I wait for the homing missiles until they are right near my face, right about to hit me, and then I move around. I wait on the left side of these cliffs. Let me go into camera mode to give you a visualization. So I go for cells. This is if Pinkies aren't on the left side. I go for cells, and then I wait right around here until the missiles are right about to hit me, and then I make my way around. But sometimes, if the revs are way too congregated like this, typically there's pinkies on the left side when that happens, then you can push through them. But this isn't 100% consistent. I have been hit by rev balls in practice when pushing through these pinkies, so just be aware of that as well. But yeah, now I'm at low health. The 2 remaining megaspheres, it's 7 out of 9 items, by the way. All the megas. I had no idea where they were because they were blocked by cacodemon corpses, so I had to make my way around again, which... This is completely improvised. This is not part of my usual strat. And the revs were blocking me on both sides of the arena, so I just had to wait it out, basically. Another pinky blocking me there. And now, I don't have any more cells. Gotta be really careful around these pinkies. See an opening? Absolutely take it. And now I just pray that I can find a megasphere, which I really, really thankfully did. Completely just drowned in the cacodemon corpses. But now it's basically just smooth sailing from this point. Staying in the back there definitely did it was not the best in terms of time because having so many revenants in the back there just makes it a bit slower. Makes it so you can't land as many tracers on as many revenants. Also, I want to point out, when grabbing these cells, the less revenants there are, the easier for sure. Well, actually, just the less enemies there are, the easier. And I grabbed that last megasphere that was drowned in the cacodemon corpses. Now I'm completely out of cells on that cliff side there, so I got to go back into the arena and grab some more. Basically, everyone says ammo is your big issue in this map. I think it's the rev ball, personally. I didn't really have a whole lot of issues with ammo. Like, I didn't get stuck when running out of ammo. If I got stuck, it was basically just I ate a rev ball and instantly died. That was pretty much 99% of my deaths in this fight. I think it's because I left ammo pockets everywhere throughout the arena that I just had easy access to whenever I really needed them. Also, that revenant just died to the pistol shot there. That was funny. And yeah, that's it. Climb up the cliffside and make your way towards the exit. So, before I do exit, I want to point out there is an optional item. So, you see, this teleporter here brings you back to the start, by the way, in case you need to do that for some reason. All the revs that teleported in were from the start, but this teleporter here, obviously there's a berserk that makes 8 out of 9 items. Where's the 9th one? Well, if you do an SR50, it is a forced SR50, by the way. Around here, up these stairs, down the stairs. We're genuinely going to do this, by the way. Around here, don't fall in the pit. Up here. I don't know why Inferno made this, but it's funny though. Up here, this is just another little ledge where you can see the pit. Around here. It's slow because I'm in camera mode. Oh, I just went the wrong way, I think. Oh, yeah. Oops. I don't even remember where this thing is. Up here, there is a platforming area. A non-secret platforming area. That, at the top, when you do make it, it gives you a singular health bonus. Hell yeah. But yeah, another red nightmare. This is honestly, if I'm being completely honest, okay. This is definitely one of the harder maps I've maxed for sure, in my opinion. I used my own strat for that fight. Basically, the only bit of information I remembered was that Inferno spends like about a minute at the very start of the fight in that the big area. Not like, You know what I mean. Just around the cat goes. He spends around a minute. And that's literally all I remember. The rest was on me to route. And I definitely made some little changes here and there throughout the grind. This took around like 225 attempts, roughly, I would say. And it was a lot of malding, just a lot of little tiny errors in the route that I had to rough out, but yeah. In the end, I'd like to think my route is decently consistent. If you can play well, dodge well, save some megas for that cleanup if you need them, I'm pretty sure this route is fairly consistent. Also, this beats the current record by 16 seconds, though the current record was a very casual max by Inferno himself. But, yeah. If you do want to speedrun this, I've gotten, like, 6-0 something. I don't remember the exact time, but I guarantee you sub 6 is absolutely doable if you do want to speedrun this map. And, yeah, this is definitely one of the harder maps I've maxed on this channel so far. But it only gets harder from here because Dance on the Water, like I said, it's probably higher average at least for the main maps. Higher average difficulty than Dimensions, I would say. And yeah, I think that is going to do it from me. This video is going on for way too long. Literally half of it has been me talking without the gameplay shown. I apologize for that, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.